Hi, and welcome to video 3, the 3 pillars of content. So far, you've learned what video content marketing is. You know the 5 must-haves for successful video content marketing. You know why knowing your audience is essential, and you have considered 11 factors to identify your ideal viewer. In this video, you're going to learn the true purpose of your content. We'll talk about the 3 pillars of good content, and I'll introduce you to a goof-proof way of producing content that your audience wants to hear. Last, we'll talk about 5 go-to themes that can be applied to any business. So let's get started. Your content will serve 3 main purposes. First, your content helps others get to know you. This is your way to introduce yourself and to let people know that you exist in the world. The second purpose of your content is to get others to like you. This is a time for you to build meaningful relationships with those who are interested in what you have to say. The cool thing is that when you first start out, there are not as many eyes on you. Therefore, you have time to be a little bit more personal with the people who follow you. For instance, on my YouTube channel, I have a small following, and I have the opportunity to respond to people when they leave me comments. I can actually get to know some of the people who are following me through chatting and through messages. Now, compared to someone who may have a million followers, they don't have that opportunity to be one-on-one with their viewers. It's just not possible. One person can't respond to that many people. Now, of course, they can go out and hire people to respond for them. However, sometimes you lose that connection once you get to that point. So if you are just starting out and you're thinking, I only have 3 people that follow me and one is my mama, don't worry about it. Focus on those who are there for you now and build a relationship with them. I guarantee you it'll pay off in the end. And the final purpose of your content is to get others to trust you. When people trust us, they're more likely to opt into our list or to invest in something that we are selling. Next, let's consider what makes good content good. The world is filled with BS content. You don't want to contribute to that. You want your content to be so good that when people see it, they actually want to view it. And I'll give you an example from my life. A couple of years ago, I was following this fan page on Facebook for this website that was geared toward providing women with like current event facts and different fashion advice, beauty advice. It talks about politics and just women issues, and it was a great website. I loved it. But as it continued to grow, they seemed like the writers got so focused on just producing content every day that it turned into crap. And it, to me, in my opinion, I felt like they spent a lot of time on headlines so they can put it on their Facebook page to link back to their website. But when you clicked on those links and viewed content, it was complete crap. As a result, I unsubscribed from their page because it was a waste of my time, and I just don't have that type of time and energy to waste on crap. So you want to make sure that your content is good because people will get to know you, they will get to like you, they will start trusting you and reading your content, and then you will produce something that's not so good. They may give you a chance, and then you do it again, and then they unsubscribe. So all of this stuff really works together. So the first thing you want to do is to make sure that your content is valuable. Does it solve a problem in the person's life, and is it usable? Now, value can be more than just educational value. It can be something that's inspirational. It can be something that brings joy. It can be something that brings humor and laughter. All of those things are emotions or things that we value. In addition, it could be something that helps with financially saving money. Think about those websites that are geared toward helping people become coupon shoppers. That is value. So whatever you're producing, your content on whatever topic, make sure that it is valuable to your ideal reader or your ideal viewer. And this brings us to pillar number 2. Is it relevant? Is it intended for your audience? And does it reflect your brand? And I'll give you a goof-proof way of making sure you produce relevant content that your audience will want to watch. And it's so simple, it's mind-blowing. All you need to do is ask your audience. Ask the folks who follow you, what do they want to see from you? I promise you, people will let you know what they like and dislike. The last thing is you want to make sure your content is engaging. Does it resonate with your intended audience, and is it personable? The worst thing you can sit through is something that is valuable and relevant, but is boring as heck. Think about those old college lectures where you had the professor in the front of the room just going through, talking monotone about something you don't really care about. You don't want that for your videos. Make sure that when you do your videos, that is something that people can connect to, and that you let your personality shine, and that you are being yourself. One other thing you want to consider when engaging with your content is to ask questions of your reader. Make them think, and then ask them to leave their responses in the comment section. Most video platforms have a place for the viewer to leave comments. If you don't have that option, consider using rhetorical questions. They allow the reader to engage with your content, because as soon as we read questions or we are asked questions, our mind wants to answer them. It's just the way we are hardwired as humans. So now we're going to talk about 5 go-to content themes that any brand can use. And they are great when you're starting from zero and you have no following, and therefore you just need something to start with. So first up, do a product overview or demo. I love seeing how something works before I actually purchase it. And if I see a video showing how to use an object and how it's going to make my life easier, I'm more likely to purchase it. Next is testimonials from people who have actually tried your product or service. Now, the only thing about this is to make sure that you are being 100% transparent. There was a brand where someone tried this and they were just pulling pictures of folks off the internet and writing up testimonies, and they got called out big time because someone saw their face and was like, no, I did not give you permission to do that. So you want to make sure that you're being 100% honest in your testimonies. If you are giving your product to someone for their testimony, put that on there. Be transparent about it so it don't come back to bite you in the butt later. Next up, consider making videos about frequently asked questions that relate to your brand or services. There's a reason why they are frequently asked. People honestly don't know. Answering FAQs allows you to be seen as an expert in your field, and it also clears up confusion about your product or service, because a confused mind always says no. All right, another hot piece of content is your about video. People don't really want to know what you do. We want to hear the story on why you're doing it. For example, every season I go through my home and I give any items that I'm not using to the Goodwill. Now, I chose the Goodwill not because they will accept my items and get it out of my house, but because I read that they sell their products in order to help people get jobs and live sustainable lives. And that is important to me. And last on the list, what I think is the holy grail, the how-to video. I love how-to videos. I love producing how-to videos. And viewers love how-to videos, because the first thing we do when we need to know how to do something ourselves is we Google it. If you're like me, I don't want to sit through no pictorial. I don't want to just read about it. I want to see it. And if I can see the person actually walking me through the steps, I am hooked. So the how-to video will provide you with lots of viewers. Not all of them will become like fans, because sometimes we need to know how to do something one time and then that's it. However, how-to videos is the content that will be evergreen, and it will keep a steady supply of people watching your videos. Thank you for watching this video. Up next, we're going to talk about profits and making sure that our marketing plan is profit driven.